Hey. Well, I came into Nagoya to try and get some memory, not for me, although I need it. And I couldn't get it. I was told by the young man in the shop that he's far too old and I have to try looking for it online. I couldn't get in touch with my friend either. And it seems that the 7-Elevens in Nagoya will not let me go live. And I have been live in my own city from 7-Eleven. I'm tired now. Well, I went to see my friend and he was making some takoyaki, or maybe I'll put that video up later. And he gave me a load of takoyaki, freshly made, and then I gave them to my other friend. Well, no, I ate most of them, and I gave some to my homeless friend. And it was a very long time since that he'd had takoyaki. Ooh. Thank you. May all of your children look like a camel. I've only come in here just to check if this was working. And then the wine is the cheapest thing you can buy. I don't know, should I get nice water here. Yeah, Nagoya is very dead. Not much happening at all. Too many coppers all over the place, maybe with less traffic so they can drive around more freely. So if you're driving in Nagoya, drive carefully, watch out for the cops. Anybody there? No one there. Can any Japanese person confirm that the banks are closed tomorrow? I don't want to move my truck out of the bank's car park. Oh, no. Got my eyes on this pizza in the background, but maybe I shouldn't eat too many pizzas really. But when they're off price, you want to have a look at this pizza. So as soon as I pick fucking phone up, it fucking screen changes the fucking thing. Bastard. Might rain later. was having problems with the Wi-Fi in the. Where was it? Problems with Wi-Fi in the other Gustos earlier this morning. Hey, geek. I was trying to get some memory, but apparently it's too old. But my computer will go, it was a gaming computer, and it will go up to 8 gigabytes. Any suggestions how I can best use this computer? And should 8 gigabytes for a gaming computer be enough? I think it's called PXC or something, or PCX Dell. My bands are. Can you see that? Can you do a search in your computer, geek? See if you can see anything in memory for that. The memory is Kingston, and the number is PC2-5300U. And then there's something needed GB. I won't reply to anyone that puts Iwama in their post. You see that, geek? And the maker of the memory is called Kingston. I'll just check that. Have you got Zoom? I don't know. Everybody's talking about Zoom. I don't know what that is. Kingston, I think it's a KPN 424. I'm feeling sleepy. Imadaki takeout or Hangaku campaign. Oh really? How much for where can I buy them from? So maybe I'm thinking of getting 4 times 2 giga. I keep getting tickets from Gusto for 1 gen off, and I keep fucking losing them. $21, so that's really cheap. Is that per stick? Newegg.com. Is that in the US? I wonder if there's any problems getting them into Japan at the moment. Yeah, I just wonder, because basically what I'm... Hello, miso soup. Oh yeah, bed. Yeah, it's fucked up this morning. So this is... see, the last time I tried to do this, the fucking guy in the shop couldn't find anything. But please tell me I'm assuming right, that if I buy... all I'm doing is doubling up on this. So this is 1 giga, and I just want 2 giga. That's all I'm doing. Should that be straightforward for the computer and for the memory? Yeah, it's a right pain in the arse getting back on. Oh, I couldn't get back online this morning, and I was just having trouble getting on, doing live broadcasting in Nagoya at the 7-Eleven shops. They wouldn't have it. If James is watching back, James, I'm in the Gusto on Route 41, just as it dips over the hill before it goes into Kurokawa. If you're watching. Yeah, I'm sure that the computer I've got, it does go up to like, that's the capacity, 8 gigabytes. At the moment it's running on 3 gigabytes. But do we get a discount on 4 sticks? For example, if you were to buy a computer today, how much memory would there be, basic? And I can't really afford to. Eh? 2.6 or 4. I'm not sure it'll take 4 gigs though. I suppose I could check it out. I'm not sure it'll take 4 gigs. How much would that be for 2 sticks, 4 gigs? Would that be cheaper? I mean, does it make a difference? There are 4 slots. No, I'm not. I'm using the one my friend gave me a few years ago. I think it's called it's a Dell PCX Gamer. Also, while I'm on, I'm a member of Netflix. Eh? Why is that? That seems really cheap. The other one was 2 gigs for $20. So my computer is not displaying Netflix correctly. Didn't you say 2 gigs before was $8? $20. That was it, yeah. Have any of you guys got a recent new computer? Well, that's cheap, isn't it? So now, for example, do you think an old tablet? Yeah, I've actually got a laptop in the house. I can't find the fucking. I can't find the transformer. And I bought this laptop because it's just all in English. There's no fucking about typing something and it's all in fucking Japanese. That does fucking drive me crazy. Like, I haven't got money to buy a computer unless we're not watching next week. Then maybe I would. The worst thing I ever did was listen to my mate when he said get a fucking Apple. 300,000 fucking yen wasted. They were just taking the piss out of all the fucking Apple idiots. They did exactly the same with the phones. Yeah, exactly. They're fucking bollocks. They're like Jeff Bezos. They just think they think that they're doing everyone else a fucking favour. Well, that was alright. What do you see that old game that I've got? I'm still trying to plug it in. I think I found the, forget what it is now, but very old game. I did see one copy in England. It was very, very expensive, but very good condition. But I just found the transformer the other day. Oh dear. What was that? Oh, takoyaki. The takoyaki was coming back up. I think the first, well, we probably got one in about 1968, I guess, 69. And it was the ping pong one. You know, the table tennis game. Tetris, that was one game that I probably spent most time on. Still couldn't really get fucking far on it. Maybe level 4 or level 5. They say the Russians invented Tetris to tie up Americans. They used to have that in the bars. The Pac-Man. And they also had one in like a tank and fucking triangles going all over the place. I didn't like that. I wasn't any good at that. You know, Greek, do you know why they call it Pac-Man? Yeah, asteroids, yeah. Fuck off. Because that action of eating is paku paku. So it just means it's eating something. Paku paku. Which is shortened to Pac-Man. Does that hit that? Alright, Mr. Ita. Is that Ita or Bita? I didn't until I saw it on a program like last year sometime. Hey, it's Jen. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, So that was quite that was quite funny. You saying that your old boyfriend is now going out with a guy. Maybe he never fancied you. He was trying to get your dad. He wanted your dad's bratwurst. You want my bratwurst? I will show you my worst brat. But was he? Wasn't he like aggressive for sex or anything like that? Wasn't he like trying to get sex a lot? But I guess with your different work schedule, it wasn't all that. No, but it wasn't working for a while, was it? No, I am not ina nagoenoho. Where are you? Is that bitaman? That looks like yellow dirt. Yellow dirt and stone something. He really, but he fancied men. Let me guess what kind of sex he wanted. Did it begin with like A? Look. And that's what a lot of people said nowadays. The problem is there's not enough fingering being done. So it looks like on the head, I want you to go home tonight and I want you to finger your wife. Tell her that Gandalf says it's okay. Yeah, I did. でも偶然で、そう見ましたけど、偶然で、その顔はそう誰？もうすぐ実はライブで出てきた。それから押したら、クリックスクリーン押したら分かった。あの人。But didn't your friend? Yeah, I recognise the kanji. I recognise the kanji for yellow and dirt and stone and. I just wasn't sure of that last kanji. Didn't any of your friends or nurse friends think, "Hey, you're going out with a gay guy"? Like that was my Peter Finch expression. Is it Peter Finch? I had the same problem with a woman. She said she was 12. when I was going to that nurse from Leeds, she was telling her sister, and her sister was really nice, and she was telling, we were having a party, and and she says to me, her sister, her older sister, she says, I've heard you're a good kisser. She said, we'll have to try it later. And so all night I was just waiting, and it never happened. That'd be nice, poking her sister as well. Oh, that must have been so exciting, that. But I don't know. Isn't it better to? Do you think it happens more in America? Isn't it better to find your girlfriend or wife playing with another woman, or fucking another man? What do you think's best? I might be just after the money. There's only way that I'm a sugar daddy is because I take all the sugar sticks from 7-Eleven and and Gusto. So I've got about 4,000 sticks of sugar. I am the sugar daddy. Eh? In August that year, I came home and she had a trans. What does that mean? She had an operation. She got a strap on. Oh dear. I'll have to retitle this fucking. I'll have to retitle this. Yeah, I think there are certain things you can be shocked at and not shocked at in life, Ed. And I would definitely say that most people would be shocked at that. Oh dear. Especially if you had your parents with you. Mom, Dad, this is Julie. Which one's in the one at the bottom or the one on the top? Oh dear. Is that Edith? Thank you very much, sir. It's very kind of you. Okay, Hida-san, thank you very much. Let's meet up one day when these problems resolve themselves. There was a on the Plenty of Fish site. and I just said, well, she's she's not black. And someone said, no, BBW means big, beautiful woman. And I said, well, she's got two out of the three. She's got two out of the three. But so what's that song by that thing? Two out of three, that's it. So I said, two out of three ain't bad, but I wouldn't do that. Which I thought was very cheeky. Who's the shaman? Is that a witch person? Well, there was. Well, my girlfriend, she became a bank manager, but every boyfriend she seemed to have, like, because when I was going out with her, I had a good job, I got my own house, I was in the reserve, so I was in really good condition. And then the next guy didn't have a fucking job. The one after that couldn't fucking read. Then another one after that, he didn't have a fucking job either. So she seemed to attract all these people. She wanted you to catch her. Was that with the? Was she cheating with a guy, Ed? We might get our hearts broken and seem to attract crazies or losers, but the good news is none of us is getting it up the arse tonight. Now this is one of those cases where you don't say, you speak for yourself. There must be something with that boyfriend being bisexual and being a car mechanic. There must be some joke. Yeah, but the thing is, there was a footballer once in England, and there were two famous brothers. They were princes from Africa. Their dad brought them to England, dropped them off, fucked off back to Africa. John Fashanu and Justin Fashanu. Then it came out that Justin Fashanu, the younger one, was gay. And all his football mates, professional footballers, they were like disgusted because he'd been showering with them and all that lot. And same shower, they were really angry and disgusted at this guy. and when that came out on the weekend, he hung himself. Could be a song there, Geek. Plays with tools in the day. I think there's a lot of gays in the Air Force. So when I was trying to get this, trying to replace this, there's a guy in this arcade, and he saw me, and he made an indication to like do a fist bump, and I just looked at him until you fucking joking. What's happening now around the world? This guy actually wanted to do that, wanted to make a fist bump. We don't need his type. So what was wrong with these Indian girls, Geek? Maybe I missed some of the stories, or I was just too drunk to understand or read. The only Indian girl that I was interested in told me, "Mr. Gary, I cannot be going out with you." She wasn't from America. She wasn't the First Nation, she was the original nation. Yeah, I keep watching these Indian films, and these fucking not only are they beautiful, these dancers that they do, they're fucking amazing. I just love watching these girls dance. There was an English girl, and I can't remember if she was like half Indian, but in England and probably America too, they have these classes for Indian girls to teach them this way of dancing. And one local girl in England, she became a big star, or she came in a big film in India. Dil- So they have a drink problem. Just water down the fire water. It doesn't sound too good, does it? You should have got a load of those old cowboy films, showed them and said, "Don't be like that." Is that famous American? Is she part Indian? She's fucking gorgeous. Is it OCK or something? She's got glasses on, very, very attractive, very prominent now at the moment. Is she part Indian? I think she's gorgeous. She threw the mattress out of her apartment window into the commons area of it. Was there a reason? Was there any reason behind that? Did she think the money was in there or something? Yeah, I know that. I've been there, done that. Yeah, we've all done that, geek. I was chatting to him in the street, and he said he was 150 kilograms. Big lad. Nowadays, did they say Apache? She was a Apache case. Apache nutcase. Anyway, so here's my plans for learning Russian. Right, learn the alphabet. Learn the Russian alphabet, which I've started a little bit, but not by writing it down yet. Then learning the words, the sounds of most of the quite a lot of popular words, to the songs that Tattoo are doing. So I want to learn the words to those songs and the meanings, and then while I'm learning the other stuff, play the music in the background continuously, so the words like sink into my head. Yeah, I think there can be something to that. What happens during the pregnancy? You know, when not just food and drink, but also when something traumatic happens to the child during the pregnancy. My my first serious girlfriend lived in Barnsley, and she had a sister, and her sister was really, really fucking ugly. And her mum used to say during the pregnancy, someone threw firecrackers outside the window, and she was very upset. And this is why her daughter was really ugly. But you know, there was no need. There was no need to name a fucking Guy Fawkes, was there? Oh dear, I'm laughing at my own jokes here. You're getting a C in German. Well, don't you know that German begins with du haben ich großen Bustenstopper, Jennifer. What is your dad's bust? Is it Bustenhalter? Yeah, Bustenhalter. Yeah. What is your dad's job? Dad used to own Germany. So last night I was reading the worst 5 horrible people in history. Hitler didn't even make the top 5. But I was 7th. Is he a mechanic, or is he on the flight bits? Has he got his wings? Well, not his wings, but is he a pilot? I went to Bryce Norton in England. Yeah, all right, 5150 Matt. I was Bryce Norton. So when you're in the Marines, you can go and other forces, you can go and get your wings, which I didn't realise how crazy that was, because that means that if you've got your wings, then you're volunteering for the most dangerous of operations. And when we got there to Bryce Norton, it was like a fucking discotheque. So fucking likes, so gay, unbelievable. But great 2-week course, and I just did one jump because of the bad weather. So if you go back to Germany with your dad, can he get you a job? Is your mother going? Are your mum and dad still together? I think if mechanics put their glasses on back to front, it's up. Thank you. If the mechanics put their glasses on back to front, it clears them. They're okay. I had a friend like that from England. He got his mechanics. He got his mechanics degree from. He lived near the big air base in England. What do you call it? The airplane thing. He got his trade in that. And can he get you a job, or you could just get you could be a bouncer, Jen, because you're a big lass. Hey, that was a quick turnaround, that wasn't it, for the old getting back online. Do you know which part of Germany you'll be going to? a long, long time ago, when I was in Germany, I was 30 years ago at least, and I was going with this girl in this room, and and she was a prostitute, and I was leaving the room, and I forgot to give her money, and she said to me, she says, "What about the marks?" And I said, "Oh, very good, 9 out of 10." Mexican food goes out of date when it's in the shop. So you can't tell that jokes now, Ed, to people that are like 20 because they don't know what the currencies were. Yeah, landing craft course in Holland, and we all went into town and we all went with the girls. 50 guilders. Very strange name for a girl. So now we know that Geek was in the Ku Klux. And we know his next move. Did you know that? Yeah, if it was quite cheap at the time, actually, I think that was about like 12.5 quid for about 40. They were laughing at me, and I think I was about 14 minutes from leaving and coming back out. And then this guy that was laughing at me, when he went in, he actually came out in a shorter time. But you can't mess about like that. You can't give it your best effort, tying them up for like 2 hours. KK means. And how much was it if you got it from a woman, Ed? Deadpan face. Well, that must have been a similar time, yeah? I guess that was quite cheap. Did they do a special? Well, maybe blowjobs were a little bit cheaper, yeah? Because I'd have been 22 when that happened. 21, 22. And someone tried to catch me out recently because, was it you, Ed? Because all that area had been knocked down or something. That's it. I know, Jen. She's just going there for the cake. Undesirable as you try to make out. You like that one, Jen? Just trying to think of a cheeky joke now. The girl, she went into the Black Forest for some cake, and she ended up losing the cherry. Well, how do I do it? I don't know. I ended up in Frankfurt because we missed the flight from fucking. Do you know Koreans cannot fucking say names? Japanese and Koreans cannot say English names, even though they're working at a fucking airport. Me and my judo teacher, we got to the gate, they were pulling away. We had to catch a flight to Frankfurt. We were lucky they didn't charge us any money. We had to catch a flight. The next flight to London was 3 days away, so we took a flight to Frankfurt, then to Cologne, and then to. Well, I guess if you like with family, you've got like the basics that'll all come back, Jen. You know, with your family, and won't be long before you're telling the Turkish and the immigrants to get out of your country. I think I think Ed and Geek, we just know all that German from the boys' comics in the when we were kids. Das ist verboten. Guten Gott. What were the other ones, Ed, from the boys from the war comics? Himmel, die Luft ist klar. Wo ist die Kind? Ich liebe Hitler. Hitler, not Hitler. Hitler. Just think if Hitler's name. Oh, without a doubt. But especially if you need some. You need a few people to understand them so you can make jokes. Is Hilter Hitler? Go to Hilter! Geek, where are you talking about now, pal? You just. Yeah, I think we needed a bit more information, Geek. Was this in Amsterdam? So you wanted to watch Enter the Dragon, and she wanted to watch your snake enter the dragon. There you go, Geek. You just buy if it's all in there, just go on a 3 months course. You. This is exactly my problem. I am always walking past whorehouses and getting distracted by this, that, or the other. But usually the biggest distraction for me is the price. Is not so long ago. Well, we shouldn't laugh because that was a good film. I think she was playing on your naivety there, wasn't she? He was 17, she was 48, and she wanted big bucks. But he said, you can go and fuck yourself. I just want to watch Bruce. In fact, yeah, I've been to Busan, and it's very strange you should mention that, because when I was there with my judo teacher, we were in Busan, and we were staying at Densei, and I walked in, and he sat on the bed. This fucking woman sat on the bed with him, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's happening here? I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was that area at all. But maybe my teacher did. I think I've been to Daegu as well. Oh wait, yeah, Daegu. I've been to Daegu. Yeah, there's a famous thingy there. The famous thing on the mountain. when I was learning Japanese in Shinjuku, and the place is just one stop from Shinjuku. I think going south maybe. And I didn't know, but that was a prostitute area, Shinokubo. And there was a woman, and I think I was going there for some reason. It was later than usual in the evening. And this woman, she was like in her 50s or 60s, and she was like offering herself to me. And I'm thinking, well, I'd only been like 30 then. And I went, no thanks. Yeah, they've got some front, aren't they, when they're like 50, 60 and, they're not dressed up and they're just, they're washing the dishes. God knows how I ended up in the kitchen. But I guess she thought she might. So, geek, most of these are jokes. I have been with maybe in so that's 18 till 42 years. I have probably been with like 5 or 6 places like that. So I don't think that's too bad. I think you get like a lot of entertainment, like an English one comedian, Les Dawson, and he said he was like a pianist in a he was a very famous English comedian, very funny, and he was a pianist. Maybe especially those old entertainers. They went through a lot of stuff. They did a lot of stuff, a lot of various things. Like Pierce Brosnan used to be a street entertainer and a fire eater. But in Japan now they have delivery health, and so this is where a girl comes to your apartment or house. And I know this guy, and he was talking about this, and he was a fucking actor. He's been in films in America, and he was in a television series lately in America. And he was a tall guy, good-looking guy, charming. And he called one of these girls, and he was just complaining about her, that she was skinny, skanky, and smelly. And I'm thinking, well, why the fuck do you have to call these people? I think if your son is asking about it, maybe something to do, but just to take you along to like a place like that, you need to be ready. Most young men would not be ready, so it's a bit of a dodgy move by your dad, I think. What was the Teddy Kura? It's where they talk to each other by phone and television, Ed. No, so you weren't really afraid. You just thought it was funny. What was your dad's job, geek? Looks like I should have had that fucking glass. I've been saying to myself this last fucking 3 weeks, it's about time I stop drinking. I'm in Fallujah, baby, so why don't you shoot me? No, I think if the kid's ready, you know. But look, well, I was 18 when I lost my virginity, and it was with my 15-year-old girlfriend, and we were upstairs in the bathroom when we did it over the bath. There was a sink next to the bath, and we did it over there. I and I don't know why it happened. I don't know if it's something I caught from her with the cystitis, but my knob burned for a week, and I sincerely thought about never having sex again. Every time I fucking pissed, it fucking kills. I stopped drinking water because I didn't want to piss. So fucking painful. Thank you. But she was a virgin, so I never went to the doctors. So there was nothing wrong. Or she told me she was 50. She told me she was a virgin, but I've been going out with her for quite a long time. So it doesn't. So it wasn't like a sexual thing. Yeah, you've got to be like. I think when it comes down to it, and I listen to my dad and other people's stories of dads, I like to think I'm better than most dads. How can your own mom set you up with her ex when you were 70? What kind of fucking mother's that? That's one of the strangest fucking things. Yeah, but this is well, you'll have to sing that and make a video, Ed. Geek. Yeah, that's the thing in life, isn't it? But usually, I think people. I don't want to be rude. They're not the best of fucking people, especially in the lower classes. My sister got knocked up when she was 17. She gave birth. Yeah, so she was just before she was 18, probably. She gave birth. She got married to her husband, of course. He was in the army. When when he was so when we were at home, my dad was in. Her husband's best mate coming out of the bedroom with a big smile on his face. So even his best mate was fucking my sister, while she'd just got married and she got like a 6-month-old kid. She was a fucking slag. So yeah, if you're marrying to the military, you're probably trying to escape something or get away, at least get away from a bad name. But generally, in most cases, usually it's the dad that's the bad egg, in my opinion. That's and he obviously wants to look after you, Jen, and she's go back to Germany, try to put that country straight. That you know that, Jem, what you're saying about your mum tried to get you to go with her ex-boyfriend. It sounds like something from a fucking film, doesn't it? fuck, your dad hated you and your mum was not. That's not like a fucking good start there, pal, does it? But having said that, I think my mum and grandma hated me as well, so. Every time I went swimming, I couldn't swim, and I'd say, "Where are me? Where are those little, what you call them? Those little wings?" She goes, "Oh, you'll be all right." I don't know if I said this on here before, but he was going out with this roughhouse woman with 6 kids, and so they had, even if not even worse, like bringing up than what we did. And the kids liked my dad because he was funny, or he would make bread or something like that. Because we used to live in a house down the way, and sometimes we'd go to the house, and I didn't want to sleep there. I slept there once; it was really uncomfortable. And I would sleep in our house by myself, and my younger brothers would go there. And but one little girl, and now because the houses were a mess. They were totally a fucking mess. My dad, either my dad or his girlfriend Pat, they were throwing furniture through the window so many fucking times it was untrue. But the young girl in that, she's writing on Facebook that she loved my dad. And I'm thinking, my dad used to beat the fucking shit out of your mother. How the fuck can you love him? He used to beat the fucking shit out of her. But luckily, she married a nicer older guy. They had 5 kids, beautiful kids. Lives in a really nice house now. And that, I couldn't hope for better for the last son. Yeah, well, I don't know if I mentioned my cousin before, because I ended up, when I was 16, I left home. I lived with my auntie and looked after their 3 kids. The eldest daughter was fucking insane, and she got married young. She had a kid when she was, I don't know, 19 or something like that. Then when she was 15, their daughter had a kid, and her mother was saying, calling her a fucking slag all the time. Your own mum calling her a fucking slag. And but anyway, that girl managed to get through that, and now she's living happily in Australia. Kumiko, 355th. It's funny when you want to open a new account and you want to try Santa no, Santa San no, Santa San the first no. But if you want to put yourself down as fucking Peter Smith 262 is available. I think I'm getting drunk now. Oh really? Fucking hell. What? Fucking hell. She had 4 kids by 20. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, I think you win, geek. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and you got 3. They all had kids under 20. Wow, man, you win. She was So she was 16 or 15 when she got knocked up by this wanker who thought he was a conservative. And but her daughter now is a director of a company in Sheffield. So she did well. Yeah, they've all got, but it's funny when you say that, but sometimes even if it's from working class families, when you have these horror stories, there are people from the other side of the track, the educators. I saw one recently. It's on YouTube, and like these twin brothers, they were being fucking rented out by their parents for men to fuck them when they were children. They didn't even live in the fucking house. They lived in a room in the fucking garden. They weren't part of the fucking house. And this is it. Whether you're poor, whether you're hungry, what you are, whatever your circumstances are, you think it's fucking normal. So geek, are you the one that are you seen as the academic one in your family, or the one that got away? Yeah, my dad might have not been the greatest dad or a dad at all. Children physically or sexually, that's a different ball game in it. So. I don't know. Like my sister's kid, they were all. Oh no, one got knocked up when she was 18 to a black guy, and the baby died. And after the baby was, I don't know if it's stillborn or died a few hours later. I went to see her and my niece, and when we came out, my sister said it's a blessing in disguise that the baby died. She didn't want like a black fucking. She didn't want a black baby in the family. But then fast forward 30 years, and we have the twins born again, Ruby and I forget his name now. Ruby. What's his name? I forget his name. I think they're about 12 now. So in my family, we had 4 generations. So my sister got pregnant in the teens, my brother in the 20s, me in the 30s, and my other brother in the 40s. That sounded very tempting. When my girlfriend was late in Barnsley, I tried to figure out if I could pay. I had a Suzuki 250X, or was it LG maybe? I had a 250 Suzuki, and I was trying to figure out, working as a fucking T-boy, if I could support my 15-year-old girlfriend and still carry on paying the fucking. And still carry on paying the bicycle payments. Luckily, she got hit by a truck, so it was okay. Everybody wants a job at the cement plant. Probably good fucking pay at the cement plant. If you went on to become a driver, they're probably good money fucking cement drivers. I don't know. I think fucking. I don't know. Bulldozing's got to be fun for the bulldozer driver. There's got to be a fun job. Well, fuck that then. If it's not like fuck that shit, innit? But you know Joey from Friends, Matt, whatever his fucking name is. He's got a bulldozer. He for his land or his farm. He bought a bulldozer and he fucks about with that. It's probably to bury all his old girlfriends, or the witnesses that knew he was gay. I have not sound the killdozer. I guess it's not academic based. Is it how they splice the gene between a bulldozer and a fucking bodybuilder? You could have had your own show training caterpillars. The Caterpillar Act. You know, like the flea show, but with caterpillars. So you got all these caterpillars doing basketball. That'd be good. Oh, you mean the guy that, yeah, there was a story behind that, yeah. I know the story behind it, and I am back him, yeah. That's the strangest thing when they ask you to marry your sister, but your sister is already married to your other brother. No, the town fucked him over. There's lots of people all over the world where councils, they're just like, the people that work on councils are just like Redditors, complete fucking cunts. And they'd like to use their power, and they're these fucking jobs worth. They're cunts. But what he should have done, look, it's happened in America before. People have walked into council meetings and shot people that some may not be justified, some of it is, but they will be able to see in this fucking video. There you go, better than that 12 but when you say extremely low battery warning, hey, nothing wrong with having illusions of granddad. But now these cunts on councils, they're fucking earning like laugh. Geek, how old are you now? So you're still a young man. Take that girl of yours, Apache Lil. Take her to the Betty Ford Centre. Tell her I sent you. Just pretend she's a helicopter. I'll just get some alcohol counselling. Look, just ask her. All you got to say to her, have you got any tickets for the next fucking LA Lakers game? I don't know who's building things. I don't know what you're talking about. We were talking all in the past. Kind of fucking weird. Oh dear. But if you get famous, it affects people. So yes, you can meet on the line. I don't know if any of you guys, what you should do if you've got interest in Germany and army and war, look up the television series Allo Allo. It's one of the best series, and it's about the Tsar English. But I think there are a few German people as well. It's very, very funny. Did you hear that joke? What's his name? You know, Donald Duck and his wife, his girlfriend. They were on a tandem. They were on a tandem bike going down the road, and Donald Duck's on the front and Daisy Duck's on the back, and she's saying to Donald in the front, she's going quack 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 quack, and Donald turns around and he says exactly like that. And so Donald Duck turns around to Daisy and he goes, I fucking can't go any quacker. It's an oldie but a goodie, in my opinion. Jenny will change you. I know, it's fucking timing or what? The phone understands my jokes. Doesn't understand why I can't pay the fucking Docomo telephone bill, but he understands my jokes. He already fell off the bike once today. The fucking stand sticks out and you fucking fall off the bike. Sometimes you drop your beer. Yes, it did. Yeah, it did. It worked. I think you can tell because I stopped swearing then. See, that's it, Geek. My dad, he didn't care anything. He didn't give no advice. So as soon as I left school on Friday and I fucking went Monday, I went to my auntie's on the weekend. Monday I started work because that cunt was not going to get his hands on my money. IBU. What's that? Come on, tell us what that is then, Ed. IBU. International Body. International Belongers Everywhere. International Belongers Everywhere. Is that it? I thought, when my son was an electrician, I'll repeat that. It's funny you should mention that, Jenny. That's what you call timing. This table's a bit wobbly, love. I've got a wobbly table. Hey. As well. 5 kids, wow. 5 kids and parents, grandparents and parents. I don't know. The other day I did it. My 4 hours. Right, I'm gonna get off, guys. As before the battery dies, I might check on my mate, see what he's doing. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a good laugh. Hearing about everybody's great families. How are yours? Hasta luego. Low batteries. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Giane, matane. Oscar Sameres. Bye bye.